Another woman would say, it makes sense how she wants Thug gone so bad. Let us find out that was her boo. Alleging that Fanny has it out for young Thug to avenge her former so-called lover. With one man hilariously stating Big T gon' free Thugger, another would say she definitely dropping that indictment now, and he was right. But before she would drop the indictment, Fanny apparently sent emails to her staff about the alleged affair, calling it false and derogatory information. She claimed a lot of money was spent to promote it through Atlanta and advised her staff not to speak on it. With Atlanta never letting us down when it comes to entertainment, one man would comment, she locking YSL up for killing her side piece, this shit need to be a movie. But Fanny's connection to the YSL indictment wouldn't end there. She also formerly represented YSL Mondo, one of the co-founders of the same alleged gang she is now attempting to take down. As his former lawyer, he claimed to have an auntie-nephew or mother-son relationship with her and hired her through his cousin who said she was a friend. While a self-admitted member of YSL, Mondo was not actually indicted as part of the YSL RICO case and has no connection to the murder of Big Nut. Trump's last claim against Fanny was she's a racist, and with many, including myself, unsure of where the claim originates, the only information I could find regarding race pertains to Fanny's father, John Clifford Floyd III, a man born in Inglewood, California, who raised Fanny as a single father and member of the Black Panthers, and went on to become a defense attorney and civil rights activist. He's openly spoken against Trump through Facebook, referring to him as an orange buffoon. If one can find proof of the connection between Fanny and Big Nut, one can only wonder what type of an effect it would have within the case, or if there would be no effect at all. But just the rumor will go down in history and add on to the infamy of the YSL indictment. Now, if y'all thought I was gonna break down Trump's charges, I ain't getting into that boring ass shit. I'm not even gonna lie. He basically got charged and recharged with making false statements, documents, this, that, and the third, all having to do with the election of Georgia, whatever. I'm more interested in Fanny and the big blood that got killed in Atlanta. Because somebody got these pictures, and I went through Fanny's Facebook all the way back to 2013. But 2015, the year Nut was killed, she had nothing posted for that entire year. Now, I went on his mother's Facebook, didn't find anything with her. I did a whole lot of digging. I wasn't able to find a picture. But I guarantee you, once this video comes out, people are gonna do a little bit more looking around. And if someone's able to piece together, she had a former relationship with the main victim of YSL indictment. What can that do for the YSL? I don't know what the possibilities could lead to if someone actually gets access to this information and is able to prove what it is. But not only that, Trump's gonna go crazy the second that comes out. If somebody got a picture of her with the mother, or even better, her with him, that's going crazy.
There's definitely a picture of her with the mother. If you look at the document there's videos online where the mother is speaking about the death of her son, and out of the DA, which is like, is seen there when it's always like kind of like split screen, or it cuts to like Kwani Willis basically saying, "Yo, we're gonna do it."
Trump's gonna have merge with Fanny and Nut, all type of shit, Inglewood Bloods. Imagine if she got a picture throwing bees, that shit's going nuts. But we won't know unless it happens. We won't know what type of an effect it'll have in the case. Just to hear that this type of
By the way, MSNBC, Andre G. and Rolling Stone. This is why y'all are losing in media. You see that guy right here? He's a former convict. Served prison sentences. Sliced things throat. He got cut himself. Resources, pure determination to make it. All of the things that y'all reported incorrectly, he went digging. He went research. You know what? It's really
These cables, huh?
in this fucking organization. If y'all are wrong, y'all hide behind the shield and the name of it not wrong. So, for example, Andre G, your article, and we don't have to get into what you reported, like, it was almost like Lonnie Willis was fucking YSL. That's not the case. You haven't came out and corrected it. No retweets because going okay, sounds like it passed the fucking lip. That was false. Then someone else said it. MSNBC told that and said, this kind of must be where Trump is getting this information. And then they jump into so, oh, there's hip hop, women, Trump fans, and Trump. I think they got that. Was it correct? You guys go back and check. You guys but the rumor is now out. Again, everything that the 19 said. Do y'all really believe that the 19 and also Donald Trump are all pyramids for one person? Or maybe the streets are talking? I would think the latter. Again, I'm not here to sit here and say, this is true, but this isn't true. This is what's being done.
Shit is going on in Atlanta. Nothing else surprises me. Everything about the YSL indictment. How in depth it is, how many fuck ups there are. How one of the lawyers was saying, I'm gonna need to start an OnlyFans because I'm not making any money because I'm stuck working this case. Shit is crazy in Atlanta. It's very but let me know y'all's thoughts in the comment section. If you're from Atlanta, have you ever heard this rumor before? Try to find out where you heard it. You know something that I know. But hey, it's 1090J.
And again, that's whatever seems to be one connected to the right gate. Again, right? Is there a possibility that she never fucked?
What the fuck?
Her at that point was eager to try to make a change, and she saw me crying and mother mom, and she promised, "Hey, listen, I'm going to solve your son's murder if it's the last thing I do." Also, that promise turns into her having a picture of said guy, allegedly. I'm saying allegedly because I don't know. Allegedly on her desk. Allegedly, she had a picture of nothing. To remember him, or maybe it was to refocus her on her goal of catching the person who killed him. But allegedly, that was what happened. Regardless, she operated, and she was definitely influenced and kind of incentivized to try to catch whoever did it. Is this like, okay, oh, Young Thug's innocent? No. Is this like Trump's innocent? No. But it's important to know. Okay? Do your homework, man. Shit. Alright. Listen. Sorry for the little intermission real quick. A little bunch of bullshit going on. But I will get straight back. Oh shit, where's my fucking article at? Give me a second, I got y'all. Okay. Spare a few topics. I still have a bunch of shit to get to. I'm probably most likely gonna get to we can get to the Lizzo thing. I feel like it's boring. I addressed the TD punch thing. I talked about SZA. I said healing energy to SZA. Again, I just want to reiterate. You know, I'm a human that has feelings, and I'm not like some just evil person.
Yeah, this so fat and boring.
Healing energy to SZA, but all you niggas acting tough, like y'all are tough killers, and y'all finna do whatever and do whatever. Y'all niggas, bro, like, I'm just gonna laugh at y'all, and I'm gonna clown y'all completely, like, literally. Feel me? I'm sorry to tell you. And, yeah, and it includes TD and Punch. You your statements, that tweet you sent was clownish. You should have never sent it, and I don't expect you to speak on it. And I hope you realize how foolish you look. Point that out.
TDE fruit punch.
And that throws no fear in nobody's heart. And I know, by the way, I live in New York City. I live in the States. Jersey, New York City. My headquarters right now in New York City. Nobody fears you. And when I'm coming to LA, I still don't fear you. So I want to make that very abundantly clear because I think y'all have been trying to convince the regular hip hop public that y'all are like some boogeyman or some what do they call it again? Shook Knight. My guy, you run and operate or whatever your role is at a record label. Yeah, you got a bunch of thugs and gangsters with you. I'm sorry to tell you, y'all motherfuckers don't do nothing to niggas who be to police who be running in y'all neighborhoods and abusing y'all, other people. You're not gonna get act like shit. Okay? When I come to the West Coast, I'll be very much chilling. I'll be kicking it, sipping pina coladas, and nothing will happen. It's in the 90s, my brother. But that's how you think about your family. Okay? Just want to keep putting that out there. And I'm gonna be watching your account because any tough guy thing I see you try to post, not even about me, I'm gonna call it out. You're not that shit you wouldn't do. This whole I'm not gonna you little tough you niggas who are tough guys, go catch the Ricos and catch the murder charges. I'm not letting no nigga who is mad free with no charges talk crazy tough. Y'all are gonna have to see it. I'm gonna have to push the button that y'all have to prove it to everybody because the tweets is not scary. Okay? Top dog, sends you my love. I understand you might not feel the best about me. I probably fucked up the business for you a little bit, but trust me, I don't have ill will, and I think you're a great CEO, okay? Or owner of the CEO. Alright, anyway, keep moving. I definitely want to talk about this whole Bobby and Drake thing. Can we get to Bobby and Drake, or y'all want me to talk about something else? We can talk about Capella Gray talking about Tory. But I want to talk about this Bobby
with the Crips and everything.
This has kind of been source of conversation for a lot of people this week about what's going on. Yo, is Drake is there something going on with them? So listen, I did so much research because I've been obsessed with this. Someone says, wait, Rumble? Wait, is Rumble not here? Wait. Someone says talk. Oh, my bad. Thank y'all. No, we gotta be alone. I'm making a new Rumble stream. It's all good. Listen, I need y'all to send. You know what's going to be the thumbnail for the Rumble stream? TV punch, buddy. You old niggas are gonna stop acting tough online. If it's the last thing I do, I will make people look at y'all and laugh till their fucking heads fall off. Okay? TD Punch is ready. This is my Rumble type. Ready to slide for disrespect for Scissor. Nigga sounded like a clown. I gotta say, big bad TD Punch. Big bad TD Punch. Like, who the fuck that is? Big bad. Alright, cool. Let me just get this right here. Please, y'all need to send this to him too, because I need to see him huff and puff and see if he's gonna blow some shit down. You know what I mean? Like, I be really wondering, these niggas claim they're so tough. I be like, yo, when does the tough shit start? I ain't seen it yet. I see shit happen in y'all backyard, not a motherfucking repercussion happens. Cause y'all niggas see a nigga online, y'all like, there's gotta be repercussions! Fuck out of here, man. You sound like a clown. TD Punch, don't tweet about me again. Ever. Okay? And if you do, nigga, I'm sorry, my microphone's not nigga. That's not the challenge. I don't care. You could have it. Do you? You gotta send it. Sorry to tell you, buddy. Sorry, buddy. I seen that. I was like, thank you. At least you took the heat off Sydney, because I wanted to, she's a female. I get it. You, we're laughing at your ass. Listen, we're just going to start a timer. When are you going to spin? Fuck all the other shit we talking about. I'm not apologizing to you. What are you going to spin? And if you ain't spin, I'm just going to sit here and keep laughing at you every day. So today's TD Punch first day out. And if he don't spin by tomorrow, we laugh at him tomorrow. If he don't spin the next day, we laugh at him the next day. That's how we do with the nigga who's acting fake tough online. Okay? And shout out to Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. But TD Punch, you sit there and do paperwork and you keep punching and punching. Ain't you? I think that nigga does like the fucking, what does he do again? A nigga told me that he does, he's like the accountant. Like, nigga, keep accounting, nigga. Like, what the fuck? What you think? You about to scare niggas? Like, what the fuck? Keep punching numbers and shut the fuck up. That's why his name is Punch. TDE Punch. He punches the numbers for TDE. You heard me? Fuck you think you was about to scare? You could address me, but don't tweet about it. Because I'm going to... Listen, there's nobody on this internet that's funnier than me, that clowns more than me, it goes further than me. Unless you about to do something, get your typing hands, stick it in your pocket, and keep doing whatever the fuck you've been doing. Don't talk to me. Okay? I don't care who you are. And also, just to let this be known, the word TDE means nothing to me. Okay? Punch one of them once. You go have to show me. Alright, let's get going. Listen, I'm scared of Chicago niggas. TDE Punch. Are you fucking kidding me? Hold on, let me pull this thing with you. You gotta pull this with you. I gotta pull this with you. TDE Punch. This is a nigga. I just imagine him like, look at this nigga. I just... This nigga's 60. Look at this nigga. This is the nigga saying, we need answers. Man. It's the reason Kendrick got the fuck up on out of there, nigga. Kendrick hit y'all niggas with the 2 fingers. Peace. This is a nigga who is like, this is the new Suge Knight, y'all. I gotta show y'all. The new Suge Knight. This is how you look. The new Suge Knight. This is a nigga who's doing all the addressing. This is him. If you don't take your ass into that TD office, nigga, and go help Reason and Isaiah Rashad get a fucking album out, nigga, the fuck you talking about me for? Like you some super goon. The fuck is you talking about, nigga? Go help your artists. By the way, they're great artists. I don't want to disrespect those artists. Go help Reason, Isaiah Rashad, J-Rock. Right? You gotta help Absol. And not like they need help, but like, go do what you need to do on the label side. There ain't no tough label nigga. What you think, you YNW Melly, nigga? Listen, y'all, I'm sorry to tell you. If you wonder why I talk to niggas like this, I'm sorry. I'm covering niggas like YNW Melly and King Von, who might, well, at least with Melly, might be a killer. King Von, you know what it is. I'm not covering King Von and being scared of this nigga. The fuck? Nigga, I'm covering King Von, YNW Melly. I'm covering like some of the demons. The fuck am I gonna be, nigga? Nigga, we both wear hats. Nigga, I take your hat off, nigga. Your hairline might be a kryptonite. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Fuck. But he won't tweet about me again. I gotta make sure he don't tweet about me again. I'm gonna size him up this whole street. Kendrick gonna pull up on me? I don't think Kendrick fuck with them niggas like that. At least, not him. Actually, probably don't. This is how I know you've been smart. Now, one nigga came to your defense. This was crazy. You just, I will give you credit though. Like you are a marketing person. You definitely took advantage of it. I would applaud. By the way, Erica, like I know, nigga said you went live.
Nobody's scared of
fruit
punch.
You were doing too much little instant shit. I couldn't even watch you. I'm sorry. Anyway, not one nigga came to your defense. It's how I know you've been spreading the pussy all over the industry. It's all good though. You show your incense. And by the way, the fuck? You had the Jerry shit. That shit was fire. Hey, that was great. W move in terms of you selling, like, you know, you marketed using the opportunity, which by the way, I think people usually buy your little incense that's supposedly smelling like your pussy. I think that's what because it was called Badoo pussy. You know what I mean? I only bought it just to make sure it wasn't like BV on some real shit. You know what I mean? Because I was just hearing about too many niggas, so I was just trying to like, let me cop the incense. Maybe I gotta see if this shit got BV going on and some other shit. The pH balance might be fucked up. But other than that, yo, Erica, like, nah, it wasn't that serious. Like, you know what I mean? You got your little joke off before. I just had to
But
call you a little
pussy hit different.
If you know, you know. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm keeping it a vein. I'm keeping it 100. Y'all keeping it 100 about me. I keep it 100 about y'all. I ain't take my motherfucking thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, ain't no nigga came to your defense. That's why I know you been home. Like, not one nigga was like, yo, bro, chill. Everybody was like, yo, Scissor, 30 niggas call me. Scissor, 30 niggas call me. Erica, they were like, nah, actually, one person did say, yo, she an OG type shit. Come in, I was like, all right. Yes. Yo, Scissor, listen. I can see you're still in the cloud chasing version. You're like 50, but it's all good. You're still cloud chasing shit like that. Listen, like me saying this, like, yo, we could get cool and get you, you know, you can sell some more merch or whatever the fuck you got going on. I'm not that hurt. I just had to spit on you. You spun on me a couple years ago. There ain't no fucking expiration. They don't get back. That was my get back. I'm sorry. I say you will use a comrade. I'm sorry. That was my get back. It was get back from years ago. Sorry. It's cool. I ain't tripping on it. And I do love you. I think you're still a legend. You're a beautiful person. Those are just some thoughts I was floating around. And by the way, all that instant shit and everybody be like, oh, she gonna put crystals on you. Man, I deal with a lot of bitches who believe in demons and all type of sage and all that shit. We just call the bitches hoes. I'm sorry to say. Anytime I see a bitch pull a crystal out of her pocket, I'm like, you fucking stupid niggas, motherfucker. Ain't no bitch put no, what do you call it, get spell on me. That shit don't fucking work. The fuck you talking about, nigga? I'm a human. The fuck out of here. Alright, anyway, I just want to say I'm sending healing energy to Erykah Badu. By the way, I loved the product you sent. I'm hoping that the packaging is as appropriate. I actually bought 2 of them. You know, at the end of the day, maybe I just want to smell some with your pussy. Everybody done had it. I gotta see what it smells like. What the fuck? It is what it is. Love you, Erica. Yeah. Yeah, man. I thought I was gonna come here and cop bad, please. Erykah Badu, fuck that. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you what's really popping, people. You see, like people like Erica back in the day. You know, have like people calling me, yo, whatever, cancellation. Let me tell you. You see, cancellation these days is so interesting and different because cancellation was a thing that kind of came really during the pandemic when people used to use mob mentality to try to remove people out of any type of opportunities and things and such. These days, what's happening is that I don't care who it is, even people I don't like. Say Young Miami, say Saucy Santana. I can't get Saucy Santana canceled. He got all the fucking gays for years. But I can't do that. Like, bro, again, these days I think cancellation is so far from what most of us do. Now, there is a high version of cancellation. Like, for example, Lizzo. Is Lizzo being canceled? I don't think so. Oh, she's not being considered for the Super Bowl anymore. Okay. Is she gonna be at home broke and just fucking like oh, I need to make some money? No. She's still gonna be rich. She's still gonna go on a sold out tour. She's still gonna be fine. If anything, it's just like a slap on the wrist. I don't believe that cancellation really still exists in that scene. And I think that's a good thing. I think most people these days realize you shouldn't base your opinion or your character or your entertainment being on this mainstream attraction mantra or like a mode. Hey, if you have an audience, rock out with it. If it happens to align with the mainstream interest, great, you're mainstream. But if the mainstream ever turns their back on you, which they always do, you have your niche audience that always have mainstream. Most people these days understand. Shit, I understand. But like this, I work with a bunch of companies, I love it all. Right? If all of them say act right now, you're too radioactive, you still have my audience. I'm not gonna be broken. Take a year, take 2 years, they might be like, oh, come back in the fold, you've been good. It is what it is. You know what I mean? As long as you have your own audience, you don't have to be worried about this cancellation shit. Now, granted, if you're like a fucking if you're fucking like a human traffic, like some vile person that like is proven and is all known, and yeah, there might be just a public shit. Nobody wants to know something. But other than that, it's like, I don't think cancellation exists nearly how people want to state it. By the way, here's the funny thing. They said that Lizzo was canceled, right? Because, there was even citing Beyonce. Like, Beyonce performed at one of the joints. Instead of mentioning Lizzo first, she was like, Erica. She was actually talking. Look what happened. Beyonce performed, like, recently, and she specifically shouted out Lizzo in her Atlanta concert, just kind of showing her love despite the allegations. I don't know if you guys can hear me here. Yeah, I don't know what song this is, but she said something to Lizzo, okay? Again, I don't know if Lizzo's a good person. I'm not here defending Lizzo. But I think people, just by large, are just not believing in cancellation culture. I'll give you one further. You know what cancellation culture would have did to anybody supporting Tory? Like, you're done. Like, you're fucking done. You know how new cancellation culture was fucking weak? Tory Lanez, who's convicted and, in people's minds has shot Megan Thee Stallion. If you go to this Instagram, Tory Lanez on Instagram wrote this whole long thing to my eliminate me regardless of how much they try to spin my words. I maintain my innocence and always will. By the way, he wrote this because of the Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club somehow, and I'll bring this up later. With all due respect to Charlemagne, this is exactly why they need to answer the EU. So So I think this is a video, but they basically said that Tory apologized for doing the shoot. And, they have a big platform, and Tory would basically, with his statement, said, he said, this week in court, I took responsibility for all the verbal and intimate moments that I shared with the parties involved. That's it. In no way, shape, or form was I apologizing for the charges that I'm being wrongfully convicted of. I remain on the stance and I refuse to apologize for I face adversity in my whole life and sometimes the last now, this is what I was saying. This is when I realized, cancellation culture is like crap. Yo, Drake liked this shit. Now, I don't know if Drake still liked it. Like, maybe he'll like it or whatever. But, like, the mere fact that Drake even liked it, it's kind of like Drake, who's such a very popular person, who is kind of like, we would say, vanilla in the sense of everybody loves Drake. He basically is kind of comfortable enough to kind of showcase his opinion in sorts. I don't want to say his opinion, but maybe he's liking something like that. Maybe he's like, maybe he's not saying that, it didn't happen with Meg. Maybe he's just saying, I was like Tory. I would support Tory, even though he did rap about things saying, she lied about getting shots and whatever, which is interesting. So you see this happen. Or you have Drake liking it. You have Kylie singing Tory songs. Like, if cancellation culture really exists, and people are saying Tory shot Meg, why are these other people like even still dancing around the fact that they're supporting it? They would have been running for the hills. Now, granted, no one's gonna just jump out like, "Yo, I'm supporting Tory," because now they're gonna be the spokesperson for him, and Tory not speaking for himself really. But everybody's doing their little things. Like, there's a lot of motherfuckers. Now you even have Pella Gray. Pella Gray said some shit. I don't know if y'all seen it. Pella Gray said some shit. He said, say y'all industry niggas is pussy. You don't get no any type of violence. Remember, our woman, we're not saying free him because we know her shooting. If she was shot, then of course person would be concerned. Bro, not bro. We're saying that we're saying free him because and our girl was shot. Girls have been fucking not. The fact is something too weird about this case, too weird about it. Now granted, I don't want to go back into like litigating this case. I guess what I'm trying to say is that cancellation culture used to scare people like to the EBGBs. I don't want to say that. They would scare you into, even if you had doubts about the Tory case, you wouldn't just say it on the gram, or you wouldn't show him support, because you want to be on the right side of what people would say history is, and also just be on the right side of what cancel culture is. Hey, we love women. We all agree we love women, but it'd be like believe all women and no women be liars. And I don't think Drake or anyone else thinks that Meg is a liar. I just think they think that, yo, hey, listen, this story's maybe a little bit more complicated, and I think that Tory might be getting a bad rap. Not saying he's an innocent guy or just a great guy, but like, shit, they don't believe what was said or what was reported about this whole case is the whole thing. So anyway, I was really thinking about cancel culture, and I was just like, yo, what really is cancel culture today? Y'all tell me, what is, you tell me the last person to get canceled. Speak, let me know. What is tell me the last person to really get canceled. Because I look at it even me, right? They'll post me on the shade room, right? And they post me recently about some shit. And everyone's like, yo, cancel him. And you know what I was thinking about? I was like, you know what's interesting about them saying that? Everybody we've seen canceled that. How could you try to tear down something if you never contributed? And it's like people say, we're gonna boycott the NFL. It's like these fake ass feminists who are like, no, men and women should get paid the same for playing basketball. Well, do you watch women basketball? What are you talking about? Exactly. That's the point. You're arguing for something, or you're arguing against something that you never supported or you never even cared about. Do you know what I mean? The only people I personally believe that can cancel me is chat niggas. I can't be canceled by a bunch of whores, baby mamas, and homosexuals on the shade room. Like, how? Y'all never fuck with me like that. So these chat niggas, y'all fuck with me, y'all supported me, y'all kept me afloat. It's a reason why, like, you know what I mean? I've always said, I treat the chat niggas like we're like Sparta. Through the chat niggas is like fucking 30,000 regular fans. I look at my Discord, I see 20,000. I said, holy shit. 20,000 is like, I feel like we got like 500,000 in that bitch. But that's how it is. So like really, I've been really starting to just think about like cancel culture. I don't know about it. Cancel culture would sound a little bit suspect. If you reason. By the way, we should be good on Rumble, right? Are we? A lot of us will shout out to TDE Punch one more time. Nigga, you was tweaking, okay? Let me tell you this. I like when people even mention or even act like I talk to you correctly. Okay, Mr. Punch? What's his real name? Oh, Terrence! Terrence. We gotta chill out, Terrence. Alright? Terrence aka TD Punch, you can calm down. Alright? Oh, he's the president of the label. Perfect. I'll be talking to you every single day. This is how you get your label free promo. Okay? This is how you get free promo. You see, you label executives who think you Suge Knight, stay behind the fucking scenes. If you think you tough, go do the tough shit on the quiet. Okay? Don't be on the line capping. Bobby and Drake shit. Probably should, right? Okay. Let's hop over to this. Now, if you guys haven't seen, man, first of all, let me look her up. So there's this woman that popped up. Her name is Bobby Althorp. Okay. Now apparently she was a mommy TikToker. So apparently she has 2 kids. She used to make these little TikTok videos, and the videos she used to make was a little bit awkward, but it was like in this awkward era of personality where everybody's getting on social media, and some of these people really just are socially awkward. Now, granted, as you kind of put it into regular content, whether a podcast or like an interview, we know like this awkward space, at least within our culture. This is, and I ain't gonna lie, this was intriguing with her for me. I said, this is Funny Marco. Funny Marco has dominated this lane. There's another person like I don't think he's kind of all the way like this. I would say Theo Vaughn, but Theo Vaughn's just way too much. He's just a whole different beast in itself. But Funny Marco is a person with dry humor, awkwardness, and I think he does it brilliantly. Yeah, I got to salute him. I've interviewed him, and he's a brilliant comedian. She pops on the scene, right? So this Bobby Althorp woman, she pops on the scene. After being, she said I watched the whole interview of her. She said she had 300,000 followers based on the TikTok stuff. So she's posts kids, but she's weird, whatever. She kicks it out the gate, which, by the way, let's look at her history. Ironically, she did do an interview with Funny Marco, or the second interview, period. So she did do a Funny Marco. But what ended up happening was that her third interview actually was with Drake. Now, you're not going to see the Drake interview on this page because I'm actually on the page live because she deleted it. But you guys have probably seen little clips. Drake, Bobby Althorp interview. Let's see if we can find a little clip. This says
So Bobby is all
page 3. Active So essentially, she did an interview with Drake. Obviously, that's kind of the source of Elliot Wilson saying something to Drake. A lot of things happened. And shit, I was a little bit confused because I didn't know who this white woman was. Anyway, later what happened is she did an interview with Drake. That's now deleted. I think it was before the Marty White interview. She did an interview with him. Then she did an interview with Yachty. Now I gotta be honest with you, and I guess you don't know. I've kind of realized a bit. Lil Yachty and Drake are like best friends. I don't know how to put it. And by the way, this is my assumption. But Drake and Lil Yachty seems to be best buds. After she did an interview with Lil Yachty, by the way, the Drake interview was at 11. This is Lil Yachty's at 5. She did one with Mark Cuban 12 days ago, which has 2 million. And Tyga did that with her 5 days ago, which actually has 4.2 million. So instantly, in the space of like 8 podcasts, she's like the hottest podcaster. For you to get millions of views, especially like at 8 podcasts, really put this in perspective. Joe Rogan's average podcast, right? His average podcast, might have some a little bit lower, some a little bit higher. It's 11 million. That's the number I've been touted and heard. So Joe Rogan does 11 million views.
Bro, I almost had it. Were they with us anyways, bro? What the fuck? How did they fucking get us, bro?
It's Joe Rogan. How long has he been in the game? How much things he's done? This one comes out and in 3 podcasts.
Yeah, these guys are not fighting at all.
3.5.
Maybe that other guy was,
right?
but...
And then the Drake interview was at 11 or 12 million. That's like ridiculous, like crazy. And I think you've been wondering, is she a plan? Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, this is just my honest opinion.
No, I'm
Bobby
good.
Althorp is
Thank you.
100% a plan. And what I mean a plan is that I'm not down their talent. I'm not down her style. I'm not down anything to do with the work she might have done to get these interviews or do them or get them out or be entertaining them, I am doubting the way that things align for her to be this wild. And this is the point where I always tell you. And the only reason I'm saying this, I hope y'all understand this is not hate. Right? Academics is a really successful person. I'm great in my own way. I don't envy no one. I hope no one envies me. I'm great. The reason why I say this is because I remember before I was making and I was trying to make it. And I would see people allegedly or supposedly make it in 2 months or a month. And it seemed like they didn't put half as much work as I did. And it seemed that they weren't as dedicated as much as I was. And I felt I was robbed. I was like, damn, I'm doing 10 times more than them, but I'm getting 10 times less the outcome. Here's the truth, and this is what I have to tell for you aspiring people. It's not only in podcasts, it's music. People like Bobby Althoff are chosen. They're chosen by the people that me and you don't see. Let me tell you this, I don't believe for a second that Drake, who gets a million DMs from every fan on planet Earth, everybody goes to a show, he's tagged by a million people. His gram is literally probably exploding. According to her, if you listen to her story, she DMs Drake. Drake just raised this cat. I'm telling you this. Now, I'm not gonna say Drake doesn't eventually agree. Drake does bother me. But I have to tell you the other parts. How does she get there? How does she get access to Drake? Who could be a middle person that Drake could even know that maybe she knows that Drake would respond because Drake is not responding. This is where everything else comes into play. So she signed to WWE. By the way, I'm giving you details because I like to be very truthful. I got my podcasting deal. Signed to
Where's she going?
Call her daddy. They're signed to the same agency. And pretty much every other big podcaster is signed to my agency, I'll be honest with you. The UTA has a tight grip on everybody or anyone who's gotten a deal in the last 2 or 3 years in podcasting. From me to call her daddy. Now, here's the thing. We're on the edge of where podcasting is now. What does that mean? UTA owns the monopoly on it. And podcasting is changing a bit, but they still own the monopoly on it. Now, ironically, an agency that's never had any fucking footprint in podcasting comes out with an individual that has the biggest guest. By the way, all sides of so she's with William Morris Devers. She goes out 8 podcasts later. She's like one of the biggest podcasters now. Guess the irony. Everybody, including her big guests, including the biggest guest, Drake. Guess who they're signed to? WME. So I'm gonna just be very honest. Drake probably, of course, took a liking to her, probably talked to her a bit. But this is where favors get set up. I'm pretty sure somebody at WME started helping pull the strings to set all this in motion. She's not just a random girl. And this is where I know some people who are content creators get frustrated because they're like, why not me? Why her? Oh, she was just, because she didn't play no bars. I shot my shot. I just DM'd her. You DM Drake right now, you're not getting a fucking answer. I don't care what you do. Like, you can be like, I admit, I played soccer. You're not gonna answer. In reality, what's not mentioned here, and this is why I think it's a little dishonest, and this is why I do call it. Because your connections in the podcasting world and in the agency is the reason why you have this thing initially off-grid. Now, granted, after 8 podcasts, she's so lit. Like, for example, I seen that Offset did something with her. I'm pretty sure Offset wanted to. Niggas seen Drake did 11 million. Like play this. When I do an interview with Dirk, you have every rapper and their mama like, oh my god, yo, Act, let's do an interview right now. You know why? They know Dirk and me just went stupid. When I do an interview with 6ix9ine, oh, we just went stupid. They're like, yo, let's get it done. You know, again, that's all it is. So if you ask me if she's an industry plan, of course she is. And what's the industry plan for me? I'm not doctoring talent. All I'm saying is that her connections, due to her agency, management. By the way, I heard her management is very cool with some people that were cool with either Yachty or Drake. I don't know. But I'm telling you, this is not just random. Now, let's get to the most obvious thing what people are talking about now. Everyone's saying, okay, well, Drake or her anymore, if you guys don't know. What was it? Instagram. It says, the excerpt says, Bobby Alcoff has removed the Drake podcast from YouTube. They're no longer following each other on Instagram. Okay, podcast also removed from other platforms such as Spotify. Okay? It shows that Drake no longer follows her. Shows that she no longer follows Drake. Okay? It's no longer on her page. If you're asking me what I believe happened, I'm going to assume, and this is just my assumption, I could be wrong. Drake is one of the smartest and most savviest business people in the game. I think this was business, nothing personal. I know some of y'all are still about, oh, Drake ain't flawed. That's not. Drake, through his many endeavors, by the way, remember, Drake also invested in 100 Thieves, which is a gaming company. I think Drake's seen her. Drake, who's probably trying to appeal to that community, and probably one of the reasons why he did the interview anyway. Like, okay, I have to have this quirky interview with this woman and show a different side of myself, and shit would still be going on. I think that maybe on a business level, this woman and however her podcast, is doing, probably didn't align business-wise with Drake. And I think Drake just knows at this point the power of his cosign. I think that's the same thing that happened with Ice Spice. Like we joke around with it. Like, yeah, maybe, he was trying to fuck Ice Spice. I think he was. I think he was trying to court her to join OVO. She came there, she was soaking up clout. Probably playing around, not trying to sign. You know what Drake Price said? Fuck that. Like, my cosign's worth too much. I think that's what this is. My cosign's worth too much. Shit. Your manager hit up my manager. We're in the same agency. I thought this was going to work. But hey, listen, my podcast, me doing a podcast, we just did 11 million views. Hey, let's do some word? Okay, all right, man. Remove my shit. We ain't do no releases, none of that. Get my shit on out of here. I'll take my cosign back. I won't talk about you. Whatever. Let's see how your podcast does without the biggest thing in the fucking game. Now, there are some people like, no, it's a little bit more complicated. As I said, Yachty and Drake are like best friends. And if you go to, actually I was watching it earlier, so Barstool Sports, if you go to Barstool Sports, they have, it's actually Dave Portnoy's podcast. It's called BFFs. It says Josh and Bree Chicken Fry. I don't know who Bree Chicken Fry is, but if Bree Chicken Fry is a white woman right here, that sounds racist. It's Chicken Fry. She look like this, racist. But I'm playing. I love you, Dave. All right. Anyway, this is the Bobby interview. Now, if you go here. And I think, is it here? She starts talking about Yachty.
But yeah, mostly with like funny.
Yeah, did Lil Yachty come out yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one we talked for too long. That was like 2 hours. Because we're like the same age and stuff, and it ended up being just like easy to talk to him about like everything. Like,
He was our worst interview we've ever had.
Yeah.
Really?
He was like
It's top. Some people love it. It's like a top 3 though.
He just like
worst.
opened it on his phone, like FaceTime. He's like, "What am I doing?" He's
Yeah,
like eating a
he
pizza.
Paying no attention. We almost actually were very close to signing after the fact to do podcasts with us. It fell through at the very end, but
oh my god.
yeah, he has one that just.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that was almost with us, but
Wow.
should happen.
That's crazy. I didn't know that you guys did one with him. I That was like my longest one. He did FaceTime Drake during it.
Well, I think he knew what he was getting into with you.
Yeah.
I think he had no idea with us, and he
No,
just
he didn't. He started opening.
Hey, let me tell you this. So, just from like words and like little the Greek line shit, from what people tell me, like, yo, I don't know. I guess it's still, but like, they're so fucking close, and like musically, like they're fucking insane. To me, it's ugly. Like, no disrespect to Yachty, but there's nothing that Yachty could come up with in his brain that could help Drake, who's my favorite, and I would like. And I ain't a lot of people have told me that that's not true, but there's some synergy with them, and I guess they're like really good friends too, so that's good.
No, Amazon packages. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
so.
No, well, the good thing about mine though is like, so when I walked into his house to do that, I'm, like I said, I'm really awkward. I walked into his house and I felt so awkward. Like I didn't know what to do.
I'm not buying the awkward stuff.
You didn't see me like walking up here. You saw me walk into here when I knew we were gonna like. I know. I don't know. I do well under. I don't know. Maybe.
It's not hate. This really made me say what I want to say. People have just told me that Yachty has helped work on shit that like blow our minds. Like Yachty's been inspiration for shit. We just wouldn't like be like, what? Yachty? And yeah, shit, maybe I'm just sleeping on Yachty, but like, I guess, I'm always blinded by like, oh, it's Drake, you know what I mean? But shit, a lot of people said, yo, Yachty's worked on some shit, that's crazy. Anyway.
Well, I think he knew what he was getting into with you.
Yeah.
I think he had no idea with us, and he
No,
just
he didn't. He started opening up
quite
Amazon packages. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
So.
No, well, the good thing about mine though is like, so when I walked into his house to do that, I'm, like I said, I'm really awkward. I walked into his house and I felt so awkward. Like I didn't know what to do.
I'm not buying the awkward stuff.
You didn't see me like walking up here. You saw me walk into here when I knew we were gonna like.
Awkward environment.
I know. I don't know. I do well under. I don't know. Maybe I need like a therapist to diagnose why I am like fine right now. But like, bright lights and then like lights, camera, action. No. So Yachty, when I walked into his house, I was so uncomfortable. Like it was so awkward because he was so. No, I just call him Yachty. I can't call him both.
That's how it's both.
Really?
Oh, I can't.
That's just
I
he
can't.
switched to both. She's
Oh,
both.
yeah, his friends all died.
I think Yachty did. That makes sense. Drake goes by the boy. Anybody who's been close around Drake, they definitely don't call him Drake. They're like, the boy. The boy. I promise you, they're like, yeah, the boy.
Little boy.
Yeah, the little boat it don't hit as hard. You gotta go by boat. Boat hits. The next time I talk to him, I'm gonna try to call him boat. Cause they usually call him Lil Yachty. And he's like, offended by that. I'm like, not Lil nigga, what the fuck? Should I call Yachty Lil Yachty or call him Boat? Boat is fire. Nah, Boat is fire. Boat is fire. He did the right act up for the city girls.
Call him Canoe.
So I met this person, and it was just, I'm gonna keep this short, because it felt like it was a little naughty shit. It was like that. We've heard, and we have so many reference tracks of y'all favorite songs that you'd be shocked to hear who really did it. Like, what? And then the person said, have you ever heard? Which I don't know if it exists. Maybe they were just capping to me. He said, yo, have you ever heard the Act Up reference track? And I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, I can't imagine Yachty literally recording a song, be like, real aspect of I just can't imagine it. But they told me a bunch of songs. They might be capping, but it was just like, it sounded great. Anyway.
No,
Does anyone ever just call him Lil?
I don't even like. No,
He
he's
called
not
him.
that.
Yeah, it's Yo. What about Lil?
Oh, yo, what's up?
Oh, she does go back.
Yo, Future, right? Beyonce drunk in love.
My last game and then I'm getting off.
Like, we do have to be honest with you. Future, right? Beyonce drunk in love is a crazy thing. I think Yachty worked on the ad-libs. He worked on the ad-libs on he did some ad-libs on Drake shit. I heard those. I'm in denial. Drake's the greatest, so I don't know what he's the greatest. Drake wrote Beyonce Heated too. I don't think does she fuck with that song that much? Like Drunk in Love is a song. P&D writing Work by Rihanna, that was a joint. Yeah, Drake did write for Alicia. Drunk in Love is not a Yo Towers. You're from Yo Towers. Love Sosa is probably like a national anthem. Drunk in Love is probably MD2. You'll never get me to believe that. Mine. P&D wrote Legend for Drake. Cameron wrote a 3LW song back in the day. Why do y'all keep saying Yachty helped Drake jump in his stage? Why do you say that? Do y'all know, right pattern? We ain't even out in church. She's finna take sand. Round with F and N. Like we hold hands. Boat was too sipped out. He ain't leave the bed. Then they dipped out a pint of the tech in a cold red. If I tell this bitch to pull up, she gon' more bet it. My dog, you don't smoke no shit unless it's unleaded. I don't go back and forth over no net. So go and did it. See me when you see me if it's smoke, dog. Come on, clean shit. Nah, that's how I drink. Somebody said because the song he on with Rilo is the same song. Taylor Port Junkie. What? Somebody said look at the credits. Yachty's in it. I know Yachty's in it. But like, ain't there like some ad-libs or some shit? Wait, I can't play the whole thing. So where's Yachty's? Yachty's on this? What the fuck did y'all just have me play? Playboy, I ain't gonna lie, you're so right. This ain't the 1950s. Can we be honest about that? Can we be very honest about that, chat? Meek Mill went to war for a battle that don't count in the future. Back when he said it, it counted so much. Hip-hop was in the space of just not understanding how music was made. And when he said, yo, Drake does it, right? Yo, it was the biggest thing. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I wanted to cry. These days, I don't even give a fuck who wrote it. like, like, Meek fought a war that literally won't be remembered in history. Somebody said, but I still think he's the greatest. Of course Drake's the greatest. I'm like, anyway, let's get back to Bobby.
I thought, yeah.
So,
But I walked into his house and it was
kinda
super awkward.
So she's saying why Yachty's awkward. Some people believe this is why Drake don't fuck with her because Drake loves Yachty. I think Drake got a sense of humor, so I don't think so.
Like, he's really kind of awkward. And I've heard that going into it. But me with another awkward person is like, I think it's because you guys are awkward. Maybe that's why. But if you guys are awkward, you guys aren't. Because he was awkward. I walked into his house. He didn't even, like, say hi to me. So then I was like, so let's go to the bathroom. So then we go to the bathroom. And then we, like, get out. And then he's like, he's just sitting there with, like, his two assistants. And he's not even acknowledging that I'm, like, in the room. And my camera guy's, like, setting up. I'm just sitting there, like, on my phone, like trying, and then he comes up, he's like, oh, hi, gives me like a half hug, and I'm just like, hi, then goes back to his spot, and I'm like, dude, I don't even want to do this. I'm texting my friend, like, Ashley, I need to leave, this is so awkward, I don't want, like, what am I doing here? And then she's like, lean into this during the interview, like, call it out. So then during our interview, I was able to be like, why did you do that? Like, why did you make me feel like that? Yeah, so it was actually really, it worked out.
Another thing in our notes, I'm beyond the conspiracy theories, which, by the way, I was a firm believer that you saw.
Yeah, so, I'm just not gonna say that. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's by the way, I'm pretty sure Drake is gonna clear this up. If you ask me, I think Drake doesn't like when people have these random floating feelings about him. Because, he's a man, so they oftentimes try to make him look like he's either fucking thirsty or a creep. And shit, you know what I mean? Like, he's just a motherfucker with a lot of power. Might not be either or, but like, he's probably trying to make his business. So, I think Drake might address this, hopefully be complete. Alright. Let me kind of move on a little bit. I do want to say, so, Krishan Rock. I hate I gotta talk about this. So, Krishan Rock, who, if you guys don't know, is pregnant with Casey Lee. You know, I'm kind of like so surprised that so many women love her. Remember, she tries to rap, but it's horrible. But look how many people love her when she posted a picture. 4,000 comments. She posted her baby. 600,000 comments with 600,000 likes, 6,000 comments. She posts her like some money with her belly out in front of the camera. 1.2 million likes. How could she be this fucking popular? Because she's really fucking popular. You know what I mean? She's so popular, Glorilla brought her on to her. Like, women fucking love her. What she's realized is that her boyfriend, or ex-boyfriend is, Blueface is probably someone who's holding her back. And she's been like in this argument with them. I saw one argument, I was kind of like shocked about it because I couldn't believe she was talking to me. I think I played it last time. I played it last time on the stream. But this was the argument that they had where she was kind of put in this place.
Cause like, them videos are just old videos.
Oh, the
I'm putting you back on. That's the funny thing. What was you talking about? You fell off. You lost your Instagram, right? Because you want to post bitches, pussies, and sniffing coke. How many times I do this Instagram? I lost Instagram like 8-7 times. My followers always coming back every time I lost my Instagram. Fuck out of here. You over there having a troll off it being that you beefing with.
okay.
We get it. Y'all need clout. I'm the clout. Cool. I got money on my little brother to whip your ass. But fuck all that other shit you keep talking about. All them old gay ass TikToks you keep playing. You wanna post the old bitch? Alright, cool. I'm gonna post the old
Blueface found that she had nothing. Basically telling everything wrong. She's lit, and she's the reason why anyone talks about him. I've told y'all this. And I warned him that, he was kind of sacrificing his career, but he didn't give a fuck because he thought that, he had like some pimp spell going on and it was gonna last forever. Anyway, she's now pregnant. He wanted her to make it because he was just saying that, you gotta realize it's for sure rock. Like, this is a woman who, I've said this about Zeus, and not to knock him because I do like Natalie Nunn and shout out to Lemmy, like this guy who owns it, so I'm not trying to knock out product.
Yeah, I think we're getting third party.
It's not the best representation for women. I watched like about 5 minutes of it the other day. It had about 8 women in it.
Yeah.
Did y'all know not one of these fucking bitches picked up a fucking pot to cook? Not one of them picked up a broom.
That power up is too
Not
OP.
one of them did a little bit of laundry. Not one of them tried to wash a dish. Not one of them did anything you don't normally expect. Someone who is trying to make a home. Now, I'm not trying to get into gender roles, but let's be honest. They had 8 bitches
Alright.
in the motherfucking kitchen.
I'm out, you guys. Peace out.